people got really spoiled by all the wheelmans they got. Like, oh, I can drive an invincible. I drove somebody to a killionaire. I locked people in their spawns so hard. Like, you gotta let go of all of that. I drove high-level BTB. You didn't do that in high-level BTB. You drove the Halo 3 hog like you have to drive the Halo 5 hog. Like, you run the hog to keep your team alive, not to murder the other team. And once you fundamentally accept that assist is the key to what you do, like, the Warthog becomes so powerful. Like, it's like, we were doing some math on it, like Big L pointed out, that our containment spot consistently does 20 to 40% better in terms of stats whenever I run an effective Warthog.
So, Demolition, you're in containment space, and you're not actually distracting the enemy team. So all of them are focused on Fortress, and that's why they're running Fortress. Ooh. And I've dropped at this point, so I can't help you.
So that's one of the things we talked about. So like, when you push the assault team consistently through the tunnel, it accomplishes two things. One, it makes things really easy in your defense.
or something?
They will know instantly if like something's coming through tunnel because you'll call it out, and it pins the enemy team into their side. And one of the things that we do is like a team eventually breaks under the pressure of what we're doing to them. And it happens in this game. They end up triple capped because they're getting smothered and frustrated.
Oh,
And then they eventually slip. And it happens in games when you... It happens in games when you only have like one or two armories. You just consistently do your job.
Wreck confirmed.
And eventually it creates a hole.
Still shows me laying on the floor. What the
Oh yeah, you probably haven't respawned yet. You're probably managing wrecks.
Yeah. So remember, this is usually what whenever I play boss killer, this is usually what I do, because that wraith is so useful for taking out pretty much every boss from here on out. Like hunters are coming up in a second, so at the 14-minute mark. So I usually have a wraith and I'm just kind of popping under here like you're doing and just hitting people on their finger, going back underneath, popping back out a couple of minutes later. And then at sentry...
Wraith is also really good when like the assault team calls it there's a vehicle blitz coming into the tunnel. Like nothing is more frustrating than when you organize a vehicle blitz and then suddenly there's a wraith at the end of the tunnel that just says no.
See here,
like
he
the
told
sentry
me.
usually plays. Sorry. Oh no, the sentry usually plays over a tunnel and like calls that out. So then all you would have to do is turn around and go to it. What were you saying?
Oh, I'm just saying. I didn't get confused. Somebody told me to get a shoddy and invis, and the only shoddy I had was a level 4 wreck, so I had to build wrecks to get invis. So that's why I didn't want to lose the shoddy, and I hung out here.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's not
So
smart.
That's smart.
That's why I stuck out so damn long.
I would,
But if you're setting up to make a play, you're setting up to make a play. That's not
Right.
and your play was super successful. We'll see
We're
in
nearing
just a second.
victory. Wreck confirmed. Level 7 wrecks available.
Before you got the camo, I'd like to see you switch to a silenced BR. Because a silenced BR, if you fire it, will not trigger you on radar.
Good point.
Which is really good for Marines, so you can kill Marines without them really noticing you're there.
Oh, yeah.
Incoming
Sure.
Covenant at the
Work with
transport bay.
Marines. Melees all of them.
Serpent Hunters at the transport bay.
All?
Yep.
Nice. Drummer's also doing a really good job of helping with this push. He just brought a wraith over there, so they're all the wraiths.
Oh, right, Anubis.
West Armory captured.
Oh my gosh, I'm like, oh, the game's not going to be that much longer.
We
He's
control
like,
all
I don't
bases.
care.
Enemy core is vulnerable.
Oh no!
Yeah, this is my downfall.
Yeah, so until containment can push up to this armory, it's Assault's responsibility to hold it. And you're doing that right now.
I really like you being patient with the Blaze of Glory right here. Like, you captured the armory, so now the enemy team has to force you out. Like you not getting freaked out about that guy being in the armory and overcommitting to killing him.
Casualties.
Especially
Our
since
teammates
your team
fighting the
showed up
Serpent
and
Hunters
just
need
dealt with it.
backup.
Yeah.
Usually on defense, you want to secure your hunters or your bosses before going on to theirs. But that was like, still a good play just because we were taking their armory at the time. So, ended up being the better play anyways.
I was really out of my element in this game, though.
Oh, it happens. But that's one of the things that helps. Is like, one of the things that's really important. Like we had this at one point. Like one of our guys used to just lose his shit on assault about people not helping him. We put him on defense and containment for a couple of games, and he had to understand why he doesn't consistently get the help he thinks he's supposed to get.
Right on.
Plot twist, he's the same guy we were talking about earlier.
Cause you gotta, like, for one of the things we talk about is like respecting your opponents and respecting each other. Like you have to respect that the enemies that you're playing against are not one of them. Anybody who's still playing Halo this long into the game's life cycle knows how to thrive in this Halo. They don't just lay over and die because you're partied up. And you also have to like respect your teammates. Like your teammates are not just saying like "fuck you," I'm gonna leave you to die. I hate you. They're trying to do their
Level
jobs,
8 Rex
and
available.
sometimes it just doesn't work out the way we want. And like if you stay
Excellent
in the
work,
mindset that
Spartan.
everyone's trying to do
That's a
their jobs
victory.
and play the game the right way and make the right calls, like it just comes together, and you got to have that trust. And then you have like some really fun experiences, like the games we had tonight where we won by like less than 20 points. Like you get to have those fuck yeah moments as a group,
Yeah,
And
that
10,
was awesome.
10-point game. 1,000 to 990.
and that's a lot of fun.
Awesome.
So yeah,
We,
I will message you all on Skype since I have a bunch of you now. Whenever we drop the 2.0 stuff, Duce is cleaning up formatting. A couple of us need to get some screenshots, but this should be done by tomorrow morning-ish. And when they're done and posted, I will link it to all of you, and you guys can start implementing the more cohesive stuff into your game planning. And you guys can give us some feedback on how it works out for you. And since you guys are
Very
the ones
awesome.
outside of our like day-to-day operations, I do really want to hear back from you guys about whether the guides are effective for you or not, to see what else we could do for you all.
Also, don't
Okay,
get
okay.
overwhelmed. I think last time I checked, it was 50 plus pages.
It's mostly pictures though.